It's Mary Jo Snyder again from MJ Shady Inkers. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are not a current subscriber, please hit that subscription button down below and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any upcoming lives and or pre-recorded videos that I may have to share creativity with you. I love using Stampin' Up! Product. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I am super excited to share with you the day 11, which is today, sketch challenge by Kevin Theesen, and this is what his kind of like his theme kind of Facebook group looks like. Creations by Kevin, Kevin's cards, and that is his business, and this is today's sketch. So a special shout out to all of our veterans. Thank you so much for your service, and for all those that continue to serve. We appreciate you standing for our freedom and being there for all of us here in the United States. We so are undeserving of all of your sacrifices. I am wholeheartedly grateful for each and every one of you. And shout out to Brandon Snyder, a former Marine and my stepson. Thank you so much for all that you have done and all those that continue to serve. All right, let's get started, everyone. Today's sketch challenge, I want you to get a good eye view at that. I'm going to try and keep it over to my side here so I can keep taking a look at it. But I think I have a pretty good idea what I want to do. I've done some thinking of how do I want to handle this sketch challenge. And of course, I'm totally in favor of using all those easy elements in the a little bit festive designer series paper, which is specialty paper. You get 3 pieces of designer series paper with 6 designs. So you have, they're double-sided, as well as 3 pieces of designer series paper that have the ephemera, which are these pieces here. Now, some of this is like these words here that say Happy Christmas. These come from the ephemera in the Joyful Sayings ephemera pack, which is in the beginning of the catalog, the September to December mini catalog. This bow comes from the festive, think. I already forgot the name of it, but I said it in the beginning. But anyway, all these bits and pieces of die cut images come from ephemera packs or from that awesome, a little bit festive designer series paper pack. So of course, this is a tag from another ephemera pack, which is all tags and banners. This is from the Memory and More card pack, the Reindeer Memory and More card pack. I'm going to use this side. I have a piece of gold. So let's do some measuring. We have a card base that is 5.5 by 8.5, and we're going to fold that in half at the 4.25 score line. We have our gold foil that is going to go as a layer. It is 4 by 5.25, but just so you know, I'm going to utilize some of the inside of this and set it aside for future projects. This designer series paper actually is part of the Reindeer Days Memory and More. It is 5 by 3 3/4, and basically I just cut 3/8 off of each side of this card itself. And again, everything else is ephemera and or from that awesome paper pack. I will need a piece of basic white to go on the inside of my card to write my greeting. And that will be 5.25 by 4. All right, so what I want to do is utilize some of this for another project. So I'm just going to come in, and in the center, I'm going to cut 2 of these out just so I can use them for future use. Because it doesn't matter what you see here. I actually probably could cut another one, but I don't want to get too close to the edge of my border because I don't want you to see where I've cut those. So I got 3 of those, and I can use these for later projects. So it's nice to take either dies or your punches and utilize this so that you're not wasting space. Nobody's going to see what's underneath there. So it's like Celine always says, nobody can tell if you paint behind the toilet, right? Right, Celine, if you're out there watching me on my YouTube. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do the sketch challenge. And instead of me actually tying a bow, I am using a faux bow from that paper pack. So I'm really excited about utilizing all these little awesome tips and tricks using the ephemera. All right, this is going to go adhere down to this card base. So I'm just going to go ahead and add that now. It's going to be my first layer. And you don't want to gum up the front of your foil paper with any kind of adhesive, because then it kind of dulls the shine of your foil. This is going to leave a little bit of a border around the edge of this paper. Okay, see, that's going to cover all that stuff we just did. And this is actually going to tie into the edge of this, so it brings out that foil accent in your tag itself. So this, you can go ahead and add some adhesive to. Oh, talk about gummy. Now place that right where you need it, because again, you don't want to gum up that foil and mess up the edges. It's not perfectly lined up, but it'll work for me. I'm going to actually adhere this to, I'm going to put all this together and then adhere it to the front of the card. So let's go ahead, while we're at it, add this to the inside of our card. Like so. And let's adhere all of these elements together. We'll add our bow last. This kind of is going to, as you see on the tag that is on the front of this card layer, it is showing that it's got another design here. You can use anything. You don't necessarily have to use a circle. It's just a way to give you a way to inspire your creativity. Now, this is going to hang off as that circle does on that sketch. So what I want to do, and I think actually I'm going to go ahead and adhere this. It's going to be at a diagonal, but I want to use dimensional so it kind of pops off of the background. Since there's so many colors that are alike, I want it to kind of have a separation of the background paper and the front of the focal point of the card itself, and that is this tag. So we'll peel these off. And we'll go ahead and give this a slant to the front of the card. Okay. This is going to go here. So part of it is going to, see how it blends? So it kind of, when it's popped up, it's going to look a little bit, it'll separate from that bottom portion of your card base. I'm going to add a couple of dimensionals right here, maybe just one, maybe two right next to each other. And hopefully I have them lined up well enough to do what I needed to. I put adhesive on half of this, and this is going to go right there. So we've kind of got that circle element on the tag going, but I've used a poinsettia instead. So, all right. And then we have our Happy Christmas. I'm going to put right here. That's going to go flush to the base of the tag, like so. And this gives room, hopefully. I have big hopes that that's going to fit right there and string across the top of our card in a way that it makes like it looks like it is actually ribbon that needs to be right there. And it doesn't go outside the parameters of the card, which is great. And I might even want to, let me grab, I don't have my take your pick tool. I want this to pop over that ribbon. Okay, so we have that. Now let's find some beautiful gold elements that can go on here that will look really nice. And let's see. Oh, blooming pearls are the winners again. We'll grab our blooming pearls out of our little packet. These are in the annual catalog 162238. They were a carryover item. And again, my take your pick tool, found it. We are going to add some of these to kind of cover up this white space. So I'll add some And another one. We'll add quite a few, actually. We got 3 there. And now, actually, I think that's sufficient. It kind of fills up that space. And you can, you know, if you wanted to use a bigger element there, you certainly could. I love how this turned out. It's very easy. You have your cute little happy Christmas, and it actually worked perfectly for this card sketch. So I hope that you enjoyed this and that you are enjoying these series of videos throughout the month of November. Hope it's inspiring you to create cards either for the upcoming holidays or for any occasion that you need cards for. Thank you so much for joining me. Tomorrow is November 12th, and I will see you for my 12th day of Christmas. And that is going to, I'm sorry, yes, and that is going to be a gift tag. So I will see you then. Many Stampin' Blessings. Have a wonderful evening and a great week ahead. Again, thank you, veterans, for all of your service.